So have you felt that your sensitivity and aim sensitivity just feels different since the new Warzone update in Caldera? Well, this video will fix it. So let me just show you some of the things that I have, and first of all, just explain what kind of sensitivity is for everybody, because I feel a lot of people, you know, they're different between high sense, low sense. This video is not really about telling you which one's better, like you should use high sense or you should use low sense. Just something to notice. Usually if you're playing high sense, you're being a little bit more aggressive so you can flick and turn, but obviously having a lower sensitivity will allow you to be more accurate with your shots. So that's why I like to be somewhere in the middle. Now, just for a point of reference, it does depend on the aim response script that you have. I just made a video on that on why I switched. If you guys want to check it out, I'll pull it in the screen right now. But I used to use dynamic, and dynamic I used to have a little faster sensitivity. Like I was a 9.9 and my ADS sensitivity was like 0.70, something like that. And then ever since I switched to linear, I did have to drop it down a little bit because there's no slowdown or anything like that. It's just a pure raw input. So again, it does depend on that. So first of all, when I jumped into this game, I feel the biggest issue, and again, a lot of people have been telling me this, they just have this issue with aiming feels different. So first of all, you gotta lower your sensitivity. I don't know what it is, but I just feel the sensitivity here is a lot faster. So go ahead and lower it down one. Another reason why I feel the sensitivity is a lot faster, if you go here, they added the sensitivity per zoom, which means that you can customize each individual scope. I don't touch any of these numbers. If you guys see all the way to the top, you got low zoom, and then all the way to the bottom, you have high zoom. And again, I dropped this down significantly. Even though I already dropped down my 8.8, I dropped it down significantly to 0.60. And I think I know the reason why. So this aren't the only numbers that affect the ADS sensitivity. So usually you'd move these numbers back to what you had before, you know, your usual sensitivity, but it will still be fast. And I feel the reason is because there's a second set of ADS sensitivity multipliers. So even though you have these sensitivity multipliers, you have another one right here. This one at the top that you guys can see here. Let me screw this down. So this one right here, the ADS sensitivity multiplier also affects this. And this was at 1, and I actually dropped it down. So if you guys will notice, I'm gonna do a quick test right here, and we're gonna go all the way to the right. And then if we go right here, and again, do the little test right here and bring down the ADS sensitivity multiplier all the way down, right? Let's just bring it down to 0.30, right? Just so you guys can see, it does affect it. And I think this was one of the biggest reasons why it felt a lot slower, because you'd move your custom sensitivity, but the ADS sensitivity multiplier, it was like an extra. So I don't know why this is here. This just feels like an extra set of sensitivity layers, but this is what I did. So I lowered down again my custom sensitivity per zoom, lower this one a little bit. I'd say like 0.5, lower down than what you usually have, and then try this one. Go to the ADS sensitivity multiplier and drop it down to 0.90 as well. And then that's how I've been playing, and it's been feeling significantly better. I mean, what you can also do is you can just also leave it at 1, and then just drop these ones down even more. But I don't know why. I just like having a 0.60, and then this is like your overall, right? So once you have your numbers figured out, then go ahead and drop this one. So instead of touching the low zoom and the high zoom, just touch this one, the ADS sensitivity multiplier, because this is like the global one. Again, I don't really know exactly why they added it. Also, these ones seem kind of weird because you've got scopes that are 2.5. So I'm not sure if because this doesn't say 2 or more. This just says only applies to 2x magnification levels, right? And this one says only applies to 3 times magnification levels. So let's say you got the regular 2.5 scope. Let's say, like, if we go here into loadouts, and we got the one that everybody uses, right? The GIS16 2.5. So where does that scope fall in, right? Is it 2 times scope? Or is it 3 times scope? I'd imagine it's 2 times scope, but again, I am not sure exactly on which one it is. But just a little tip, do not even touch these numbers. They're just a pain in the ass. Just mess around with this one. Once you brought it back down a little bit, and once you have it as before, again, remember, just touch your ADS sensitivity multiplier and drop this one down a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully this one helped. Again, just I do feel that the issue is that the sensitivity is a lot higher than what it was in the other Warzone. Again, maybe because they did some switches with the engine or whatever they did, but I do feel the sensitivity is a little bit higher in this one. So just go ahead and drop down your sensitivity and let me know how that feels. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out, and I'll see you all in the next one.